Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode. As you can see, I am by myself for this episode. We are very busy, but I knew I needed to get out another episode for you guys since it has been so long. With that being said, let's get into the episode.
Walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side.
Okay, before we get up in the topic of today's video, I just have a couple things that I do need to address. As you guys have probably seen, we changed the name of our podcast. We believe that backstage gossip just wasn't fitting us anymore. It wasn't very girly, and it is like a girly podcast. So we had to make some changes. We are still currently making a couple of changes just to fit us better. And also, we've been gone 3 weeks, and I feel like you guys deserve an explanation as to why. So I do work a full-time job, and so does Ryan. And we both have been super stressed out recently, so we didn't really have the time or energy to film. But I'm hoping we'll get back into it. That's why today I decided I was going to make a video by myself, specifically because we do need to get a video out to you guys. But that, as far as not posting 3 weeks, we really do apologize, and we're back. So let's get on into it. Okay, so for today's topic, some of you may or may not have seen this all over TikTok and YouTube. That's where I get my information from. But we're going to be going into the case of Haley Beck today. I just want to say that this is super crazy. It is disgusting. And just, I'm going to throw out a trigger warning right here, right now, because it is very disturbing, like I said. So if none of you have heard of the Haley Beck case that is ongoing, she had a sexual relationship with one of her students. I believe she's in her 30s. And it started when the student was 15 years old, which is just disgusting. Actually, I have my computer right here. Let's look up how old Haley Beck is, because I really don't know. She's 27 years old. 27 years old, guys. Oh my goodness. So back to like the relations and all that. They did have a sexual relationship. It didn't start like that, but it sure went there, okay? So I actually printed off a lot of the text messages. I don't want to go over all of them, because look at that stack. There's a bunch. Like, there is a bunch of papers. And I don't know where to start. And I want to tell you now that the victim had a girlfriend. I was cheating on the girlfriend with Haley at the time, which is just wild. And Haley, at the beginning of all of it, was also cheating on her boyfriend, who was a cop. Her boyfriend at the time was a cop. Was cheating on him with a minor, one of her students. So I have lots and lots of text. I'm gonna just kind of try and read the ones that are crazy. I will tell you right now, if you really are interested in this, if you go to Reddit and you type in Haley Beck text with minor, you can have access to the whole report. There's a lot. There's over 200 pages of the report. I obviously just printed the cash invoices, which we'll get to that soon, and the messages between Haley and her victim, along with the text between the victim and his girlfriend. Okay, So let's start with text to the victim's girlfriend from him. Okay. Let's be honest. Out of the two of us throughout our whole relationship, you call me a lying. You sure don't know how to let it go. You don't take anything personal. You quite literally don't listen to anything I say. Why are you at Haley Beck's side job? What is that? And then it's beeped out. I'm smoking in the parking lot. I didn't even know she worked there. Anything that happened before our first kiss, even you can't even be tripping about, because we were not together at all. Okay. I'm confused. I am very confused as well. These text messages don't have very good grammar. So a lot of it is like teenage talk, lingo, and just misspelling. I'm confused. Like, what are you saying? Mind you, during all this shit, even after our first kiss, you were texting and snapping girls you've had sex with and hanging out with and flirting with a 25-year-old teacher. Let's not forget. Trying to go back and forth. No, I'm not. You're just making this shit out to be something it wasn't. So this victim was prone to cheating on his girlfriend. It just so happened that he was, doing it with a teacher. So I haven't been able to find out who the girlfriend was. But there's multiple videos online of the actual victim himself, which is kind of crazy, that they're just putting his face out there. And a lot of people are saying that he actually enjoyed it. If you read all of the text, he was just doing it to get money from her, honestly. Like, that is the only reason he was doing it, is because she was paying him for simple tasks like complimenting her, and that's practically it. I believe she paid him $5 per compliment he gave her. So here is a girl. I'm pretty sure she is claiming that she's the girlfriend of the victim. I don't know, but we'll have to take a gander because I don't really know.
Okay, get ready with me while I tell you guys about how Haley Beck stalked and harassed me my entire junior and senior year, all while hooking up with my high school boyfriend at the time. Okay, so I know there was a lot of miscommunication and misinterpretations of what actually happened, so that's what I'll be trying to cover today. Mostly focusing on what involved me directly, because there are a lot of things I'm not 100% sure of. Okay, so him and I started dating last spring. It was April probably. And then I had her as a teacher the semester prior to that, so first semester of junior year. So for everybody asking me if I knew about their relationship, I literally had no idea. I did not know about any of the intimacy going on, anything sexual. But I did know about her texting him and sending him money, trying to hang out with him, because I was aware that she was doing this with other boys on the team as well. The only reason I didn't report it is because I felt like it wasn't my place to, because so many people knew about it and it hadn't involved me yet. So when people started finding out that we were actually together, talking, whatever, Haley Beck started asking students in my class and my friends, just anybody that had any relationship with me, random questions about me. She tried to find out him and I's relationship status, what we did together, how we acted, what I did in my free time, who I talked to, who I hung out with, really weird things that teachers usually don't care about. There was also this specific time where she was telling one of the football boys on our team that I was stealing her boyfriend and that she needed to get rid of me. Around the time of her stalking me and viewing all my socials, questioning people about me, it was probably mid-May, so the semester was close to ending, which is another reason as to why I hadn't reported anything, because he told me he was only in communication with her so she would pass him in the class. And although we had a closed campus, every day we would leave for lunch, and Haley Beck would give us her credit or debit card, I don't know which one, and she'd have us bring her back food. During this time, it was probably a 3-week span of just getting through the end of the school year. So during this, she would text him telling him not to bring me near her, like not to have me deliver her food. It only is allowed to be him. She would tell him and I that like either I was a bad person, he was a bad person, he's doing this, she's doing that. Kind of just like giving me reasons to be mad at him, but we never really fought about anything else.
Okay, I just want to go ahead and start by saying
That is fully crazy.
how are you going to make up lies about a teenage relationship being in 27? You're 27 years old and you're trying to start stuff between two teenagers. It's insane. I'm never going to understand Haley Beck in this aspect of being jealous of a girl dating the victim who is his age. I don't know if that made sense. That was kind of gibberish, but she's getting jealous and mad that he has an actual, or he's starting to get a girlfriend that is his age. You're 27 years old and you're acting this way towards a teenage girl. When I first found out and heard about this, I was truly in disbelief. Because if you know Noah Beck, I'm a huge fan of him. For her to go out here knowing that her brother and her sister are popular, they're famous, for you to go out and do something like this, you're ruining your reputation, you're ruining your family's reputation. I don't know why anyone in their right mind who has family that is in the eye of the public like this and not think you're gonna get caught for something like this and then it's gonna blow up.
So that was basically it through the months of April, May, and maybe a little bit of June. She would just text him all the time. He was also disrespectful AF to her. Like, if you guys read the text, like, you guys know. Which is also another reason why I hadn't questioned him physically getting.
That is a good point that she's saying. If you do read the text, like I said earlier, you can tell he just wanted money from her. He is very rude to her. He, at one point, said that she used to be super, super big, like lost a lot of weight, that she used to be fat, is basically what he had said to her.
With her, I just didn't expect it of him. But the last text I saw was in the middle of June after him and I spent the weekend at the Princess, which is a resort in Scottsdale. It was her reaching out to him through Instagram, and I obviously got upset about it, and he blocked her on everything, and I hadn't questioned it since, because I don't know. I'm like not really the type to go through phones or just do any of that, so I didn't, which I guess I should have. So when she did end up getting put on leave, he had already moved out of state, so I was getting questioned by like police, attorneys, lawyers, whatever, for the district, school, I don't even know, for like a 6-month span, like genuinely from like August to December. It was just questioning. I actually didn't end up finding out the truth until April 2nd, which was like 2 weeks ago. And I only found out because one of my close friends sent me the entire police report where I read all of the texts. Yay. But it is true that both of his parents knew. I remember oftentimes in a relationship, his mom would ask me what I thought about the situation, which I was like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, it's over. I didn't know they were actively having sex. But yeah, his parents both knew. His family knew. His friends knew. Everybody knew except me somehow. And yeah, that's basically it regarding Haley Beck. She had a flirtatious relationship with numerous students. I didn't know about the sexual relationship until 3 weeks ago, although his parents did. And it is also true that when our principal was told about it, probably around a year ago, he didn't do anything about it until the police were involved. So that's another thing. But yeah, everybody, that's my story time. I hope it wasn't too confusing or boring. And if anybody has questions, like, I'll answer them. I'm just trying to make sure there's no discrepancies in the truth. As for Angela Berlocca, I know nothing about that situation, just that she sent him inappropriate pictures as well as other people. I don't know anything about a relationship there. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.
That is just insane. That is my first time finding out that the victim's parents knew. They knew that a 27-year-old woman had a sexual relationship with their son, and they didn't do anything about it. They didn't do anything about it, and they knew what was going on.
That's insane. That is so insane.
And the only reason Haley Beck is getting caught is because of that Angela lady. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but that is the only reason Haley Beck is getting caught. With that teacher, she actually had multiple sexual relationships with students. She was sending nudes to a lot of them. I'm pretty sure she even sent a certain type of video to one of the men. That is just insane that his parents, the victim's parents, knew all of this was going on and did not think to tell anybody. You know, my son's underage and getting groomed by a 27-year-old teacher. Let's not tell nobody any of that. Like, and that's where the money aspect comes in, okay? She was paying him for simple compliments. Simple compliments. I do have the payments on hand here. She paid him a total of $630.
$630 total
to this guy. Now, in one of their notes here for the payment from $729 for $29, the note that was made about this payment, and that is the only payment, this message was captioned, "This money exchange just felt like straight prostitution."
What the hell?
I am just under the impression anytime they had sex is when she was paying him. And simple compliments, she was paying him. She was pretty much doing prostitution if you think about it, but he was the prostitution or whatever, if that makes sense. She was paying to have sex with him. That's so sad, y'all. That is so sad. Like, how... I don't know how someone gets to that point in their life where they are so desperate for male attention that they have to pay a 15-year-old student, because don't forget, he was 15 when all this started. You have to pay a 15-year-old student of yours
to have sex with you.
Insane. Insanity to me, honestly. Here is another TikTok video. So... okay, that audio was really disturbing, so I might have to like cut that whole thing out, but she is posted up with 5 teenage students of hers, posted up with them, and there's one at her desk. This is truly disgusting. Knowing that she has a relationship with the male students is just, looking at this photo, it's disgusting. This is so bad. I shouldn't be laughing at this, but the comment here says you guys could have made $25. Get to complimenting. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. I don't know who she thinks she is. Like, posting up with teen students, she really thinks that she is untouchable. It is insane. It's insane. She is out here thinking that she can get away with having relationships with her teenage students. It's crazy. I have heard that Haley had a certain thing with the male students. The female students she was very rude to, is what I've heard. And the male students, she was very flirty and pick-me and all of it. All of it. I want to play this because it is so cringy. It gives me pick-me girl vibes right away, and it is just disgusting, okay? It makes me cringe.
Go in today. It's life. Hate to break it to you. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Well, that's for me. My classroom, my state. Who was that? Inflation. So I was talking a lot? Is that not my my job? Tell me I'm talking too much again. That's what I thought. Huh? Hey, be quiet. Huh? Did you already buy it? Smart. It's like that's my job to do that. Wow, do you mean that?
He's cheating. I'm not even cheating. I'm just screaming.
Sit down. Why do you guys throw that word around like you guys know what it means? What does ignorant mean?
Annoying.
No?
A nuisance. And a nuisance. That's what you're being is a nuisance. What did you say?
Dude, she is so cringy in that video. So cringy. She is 1,000% playing pick me girl. 1,000%. She is trying to get on the level of a teenager in this video. She's over 20 years old, acting like that. It's if I had a teacher like that when I was in high school, I would not get along with her. I would not get along with her because I don't even get along with kids my age that act like that, let alone my teacher acting like a pick-me girl. That is insane. That is insane. There she's dancing for a TikTok. She is just, oh my, so cringy. So cringy. She's the cringiest person I've ever seen. Like, truly, so cringy. Like, she needs to stop playing pick me girl. She is over 20 years old. Like, why are we acting like this? What was that last one? What was that last one? Why is she bent over a desk close to a teenage boy's area? Oh my god. This just fits the pick me girl vibe. She is, that photo right there is not, no, I really hope you guys, I'm not going to be able to import this full video because it's a slideshow, but this photo, I'm importing it because what is she doing? She is full on bent over a desk close to a teenage boy's area. What on earth is happening? How did no one catch this sooner? I mean, truly, if she's posing and photos like this are out there clearly because I'm looking at them, how did she not get caught like a while ago when everything first occurred? Because the way she acts and poses up with her students, it's scary. It's scary. I would have guessed that she was fucking a student. I would have. I'm gonna have to put all these photos on here, but she is letting a male student sit on her lap. On her lap, guys, on her lap. And then this, she's behind the student, wrapping her arms around his waist. She's sick. She's sick. You cannot tell me that woman thought straight at all. You really cannot tell me because I'm getting worked up. I'm getting very grossed out. One more point I do want to make about Haley Beck is she was even scared that she was going to get caught messing with this certain student, but continued texting him and everything. And the victim even said, "Why are you texting me? All this police stuff is going on. Like, you should probably stop. Be smart. Use your head." But she just couldn't help herself. She just had to get the attention and just kept messaging him. It's insane. It is insane. I have to stop because as I was diving into this, I really do get disgusted and instantly just, I don't know, it's just not, no, looking at it makes me mad. Talking about it makes me mad. I'm just disgusted. It's, everything about it is so gross. So yeah. We gotta stop talking about it because I'm starting to get grossed out and disgusted. I do want to say she has yet to be put behind bars. She's still out walking around living her best life with her mom. She got spotted out eating with her mom. She's been spotted out multiple times outside of a jail, which is where she should be. It's crazy. It is crazy. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here because otherwise if I get too in-depth, I will be very, very mad, and I
don't want to act out, okay?
So let me know in the comments how you guys feel on this whole Haley Beck situation, because it really disgusts me. Like I have said multiple times, I am truly disgusted and just ugh. But yeah, just let me know how you guys feel about it. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell down below so you get notified every time we post a new video, which won't be in 3 weeks. Not no more, okay? And make sure to follow us on our social medias. We do have TikTok and Instagram, so if you want to follow us on there. And we just recently made a Snapchat, so you can always go follow us on Snapchat as well. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming back for this episode. And once again, I am so sorry we have been gone so long, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you guys next episode.
Because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside.